Welcome everyone in our virtual classroom. Today I am going to discuss my 20th lecture on engineering mechanics. Here I will discuss the problem, two different problem on rotation about fixed axis. And in previous lectures we have derived the formula related to the kinematics rotation about fixed axis and we will apply here. Two different problem is there. One is based on the concentric pulley, that is a combined pulley that is rotating. Other is the circular disc that is rotating with respect to an axis. So please follow the lecture. In this third problem, there are two pulleys attached together, means there is no relative motion between these two pulleys with a different radius. Here radius is 90 mm, whereas the bigger pulley radius is 200 mm. Now two blocks are there attached with the bigger pulley, block A, and with the smaller pulley another block is attached, B. Now what is the given parameters? The pulleys has an angular retardation, both the pulley, as it is fixed, so the all angular motion is same for both. The angular retardation of the pulleys are minus 1.8 radian per second square, and the initial angular velocity is 0.8 radian per second, which is in counterclockwise direction. After 5 seconds of motion, we have to determine the velocity and position of block A and block B. Now, as I have told you that for to solve any numerical, first we will write the given data in terms of the well-known parameters. Here omega 0 indicates at time 0, means at starting, the angular velocity of the pulleys as given here, 0.8 radian per second. Retardation, so it is minus angular retardation minus 1.8 radian per second. Ra, the pulley which is attached to the radius of the pulley which is attached to block A is denoted here by Ra, is 200 millimeter or 0.2 meter, and the pulley attached to block B is denoted here, radius is Rb, which is 0.09 meter or 90 millimeter, and the time t is 5 seconds. Means after 5 seconds we have to find out the required data, required parameters, means here the velocity and position. Now let's give the position. The pulley is rotating in counterclockwise direction, so this is the direction. Initially it is the direction. Now this is the direction of motion, it is not the direction of omega 0. We know the direction of omega 0 is perpendicular to the plane of the rotation. Plane of rotation is this. Plane of rotation means plane of the pulley. So this is plane of the pulley. Now we know the parameters, relation, kinematic relations of the parameters. Theta equals to omega 0 t plus half alpha t square, when alpha is the retardation. If retardation is there, this is the formula. And what is this theta? The angular displacement during the time period t. is theta. So omega 0 is given here 0.8 radian per second. Time is 5 second. Alpha, that is also given, this is minus. So you have to substitute here minus 1.8. And the calculating that, we are getting the angular displacement of the pulley is minus 18.5 radian. This is the angular displacement for both the pulleys as it is the combined system. Now finally, let's consider this is the, we don't know exactly in which direction it will go. So let's imagine here it is YA, initial position of this pulley is this, and finally this block position of the block is this. Initial and final position of the blocks B is this two. And here we are representing YA as the displacement of block A during the time period 5 seconds, and YB is the displacement of block B. We have to find out the magnitude of this YA and YB. Now let's find out. So the final velocity of the pulley is omega equals to omega 0 plus alpha t, which is equals to minus 8.2 radian per second. Note that initially it was plus positive direction, positive angular velocity, but finally it is negative angular velocity. Means the direction has been changed. Means no longer this is the direction of rotation, but finally rotation is opposite to this direction. So this is the final direction, and as it is the final direction, as a result of that, pulley A may be rising up or down, that depends on the magnitude of the displacement. So let's find out the value of this displacement. We know value of this displacement YA equals to RA theta. Why? Because this block is attached to this pulley with an inextensible cord. Any point on the cord, let's say a C point, displacement of this C point, angular linear displacement of C point is same as the linear displacement of block A, as it is connected with same inextensible cord. So for this C point, what is the displacement? That is equals to R into theta. R means this radius, C to the center, R, that is equals to RA into the theta, the total angular displacement. You know the arc, say C is moving from here to here, then this arc length equals to R theta. The same arc length, same displacement is here for block A, as it is connected with inextensible cord. So for the block A, displacement is RA theta. This is the value of theta and this is RA. So finally it is minus 3.7 meters. If initially, as we are seeing that omega 0 here, counterclockwise direction, so initially the displacement was downward, and the displacement of block B is upward, because the system of pulleys is rotating counterclockwise. Block A is connected to this bigger pulley, block B is with this pulley. So initial direction of this is downward. But finally, as it is negative, this negative sign indicates the block finally it is moving opposite to the initial direction. Means initially it was downward, so finally it is upward. That's why it is drawn like this, here to here, upward movement. And the velocity, final velocity, that direction is upward, though the initial velocity direction was downward. Similarly, for YB, it is also negative. This negative indicates whatever the direction was in the initial condition, it is opposite to that. So initially block B was moving up, so finally it is moving down from here to here, moving down, and the magnitude, this indicates the magnitude, equals to minus 1.665 meters. Now the velocity of block B. We know velocity is omega into Ra for block A, that is equals to minus 1.64 meter per second. Similarly, velocity of block B is omega into Rb, which is minus 0.738 meter per second. So this is the solution. Here I repeat, some key points are that the pulleys are combined, means there is no relative motion between the pulleys, and it is connected with inextensible cord, means the circumferential velocity of any point on the pulley, circumferential the distance and velocity, the magnitude is same for this attached block, and similarly that is for block B, which is attached with Rb radius pulley. Any circumferential velocity here, same is for block B. So that is all about this problem 3. Now our next and the last problem is, you see this arrangement, a circular disc is there and it is supported by 2 points here and here, and a shaft is going through this. The angular velocity and acceleration of this shaft is omega and alpha. As the disc is attached with the shaft, so the velocity and acceleration, angular velocity and acceleration of the disc is same as the shaft. Now, what's the given parameter? Again, we will note down the given parameter. Given parameter is omega 0 equals to 0. Why we are writing this? Because initially at rest, as mentioned here, initially the circular plate was at rest, means initial velocity is 0, and the R, this radius is 200 millimeter or 0.2 meter radius of this disc, and initially there was an initial to final, while during this motion there is a constant angular acceleration 0.3 radian per second. It should be radian per second square. So these all are the given data, and we have to find out the magnitude of total acceleration of point B. B means here any point on the circumference at time t equals to 0, means initial acceleration. After 2 second time, what is the acceleration, and after 4 second time, what is the acceleration. Now let's consider B is moving from this point to this point during a time duration t. So the angular displacement of this B point is theta. Now the angular speed at t equals to 0, 2 and 4 equals to, we are using these kinematics equations. Omega 2, this suffix 2 indicates at a time t equals to 2. Omega 0 plus alpha t, for t is 2. So substitute all these values, we are getting 0.6 radian per second. Again, that is for 4, the substitute t equals to 4 and rest of the parameter is same, and we are getting 1.2 radian per second. Now what is about the angular acceleration? We know that for any angular acceleration, the linear component of the acceleration has two components. One is tangential component, other is the normal component. You know, tangential component, the value magnitude is alpha r. You see, r is the radius of the disk and alpha is the constant angular acceleration. Now radius and this alpha, constant angular acceleration, both is constant. So the tangential component is independent of time. So a t0 equals to a t2, a t4, means at a time initial acceleration, at 2 second acceleration, and at 4 second tangential acceleration is same for all, and that is equals to alpha r equals to 0.06 meter per second square. But the normal component, that is equals to, the magnitude is omega square r. You see, omega is a function of time, so an is also function of time. And what's the relation? Omega square r. So the initial condition is, for initial condition at time t0, say it is an0, means normal component of acceleration is an0, omega 0 square r, where omega 0 is 0, so finally it is 0. At 2, omega 2 square, already we have calculated omega 2 value. R is same for all, and omega at time t equals to 4 second, this is the equation. So all these are the tangential and normal components of acceleration at various times. Now we have to add this tangential and normal component. At initial condition, the these all are the magnitude of acceleration, at square plus an square, it is 0. Here an normal component is 0 initially, and at is 0 means this one, so it is remains same. So substituting all these values here, we are getting these three acceleration terms. So this is all about the fixed axis rotation of rigid body. These are the references that I have used to prepare this video lecture. So this is about the numerical solution on rotation about fixed axis, and in the next class I will introduce the relative motion where a fixed reference system is there, and with respect to that other reference system that is itself is moving, that I am going to introduce in the next class. And thank you for your patience, and I will expect that you will also follow the subsequent lectures. Thank you.